I wasn't too short. So please make them welcome. Maya de Vitry.
You changed my very road when you asked if I was happy. Nobody ever asked me that so straight and clear before. I couldn't bear the answer, I couldn't bear the words. Sometimes the questions all you need to feel you're reaching for the door. I'm smiling every photograph. I fool myself looking back, but you saw me in the real light of the porch, drinking beers just out of earshot of the gossip of the kitchen. You helped me think in new ways of belonging in this world. Turn to ask you, are you happy? I don't need to hear the answer. The answer's not for me. Now it's my turn to ask you, Maggie, are you happy? It's just I hear you talk about Spanish moss and waltzes and a long drive alone, just you out there in time. Well, I can't tell you to go when you're crying for years. Try not to let a couple days of good weather change your mind. Turn to ask you, are you happy? I don't need to hear the answer. The answer's not for me. Now it's my turn to ask you, Maggie, my very road when you asked if I was happy. Nobody ever asked me that so straight and clear before. I couldn't bear the answer, I couldn't bear the word. Sometimes a question's all you need to feel you're reaching for the door. For the door, for the door, for the door, for the door. Well, I've been quiet and I've been good. I've been sweet as I could. I'm pretty when I try, so I've been told. But today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. And ever since I got pleasing people out of my mind, I sure got a hell of a lot of free time to sort through the tall tales of old. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. A little fear away the day I heard a Rosetta play. Didn't it rain a big river right through my soul? Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. Well, my mind got heavy, but my heart got free, and my hands got busy telling me all about the songs they long to hold. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. My baby's coming home when the sun goes down, but I'm leaving in the morning for Chicago town. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up a rock and roll. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. Yeah, today's the day I'm taking up rock and roll. Thank you. Thank you so much to Beth for making this happen. This is Joel Timmons on the guitar. And we had such a nice, slow-paced drive today. We played in Saratoga Springs, New York last night, and it just doesn't take that long to get here from there. So it was like, all right, can we kill another 30 minutes in this cute town? We go to Linda's Boutique and smell a couple more candles, and it was a really beautiful day. That's rare on tour. We had time to, we hopped out and went and saw that waterfall down the road here. We made our last stop about 7 minutes from the venue. You definitely never do that on tour. And I'm just so happy to be here. So many friends and familiar faces from so many years of coming to Vermont. Thank you for being here. We were one long night, we were one sweet morning, we were all time. I don't need to live forever to know I'll always love you. I love you, nothing else matters. We were young and free, we were loud and laughing. We were learning how to see. I don't need to do it over to know that I was living. I'm living. Nothing else matters. If I go too far, if I go too fast, I could break my only heart. I don't need the world to hear me to know that I am singing. I'm singing. Nothing else matters. And if I call your name, if I try too hard, if I give myself away, I don't need to see the sunset to know that we have parted. I'm weeping, nothing else matters. We were one long night, we were one sweet morning, we were all time. I don't need to live forever to know I'll always love you. I nothing else matters. I love you, nothing else matters. So I'm right in the middle of so many shows this fall. I'm trying to pack it all into one season, like I'm on the fishing boat, and I'm not coming back till December. And it's really nice because I'm not that good at packing, so I only have to do it like once, and then I can just do the laundry and put it back in the bag. And yeah, every week is different though. Like this is this special one weekend only duo tour that we're doing. It's just a nice way for me to stay really present in my own music. Otherwise I'd get sick of it if I was, just playing with, in the same way all the time. It's like I hear the songs differently when there's no bass, or I hear the songs differently when there's no drums, and it's just so fun to be able to do this. And so this weekend is this really nice, compact, slow, easy tour in this part of the Northeast with Joel. And a week ago, I was finishing a tour on the West Coast. I was in Washington, Oregon, California. I was traveling solo, opening shows for a kind of like jammy band called Fruition, and they're really great. I was solo and opening the show, so kind of just, their crowd is just kind of coming into the room, and it's such a different job. Like, I'm definitely like an introverted person, and it's so fun for me because I can be like totally anonymous for, all but those 30 minutes on stage. And the venues, they just usually have like at least 10 stalls in the bathrooms. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the one downstairs, but I'm just feeling like really close to the 5 of you that were so kind while I was brushing my teeth before the show. Thank you so much. There you are, and I like that. You're all spread around the room. I feel so held and seen. It was so nice. And then you let me go in front of you to pee right before the show. That was so nice. It's the little things, But I'm actually like really self-conscious about brushing my teeth in general. Like I have an electric toothbrush. Do any of you use electric toothbrushes? So it's really great, right? But the first time I tried it, I like spooked myself. Like it was so powerful. And I'm also really self-conscious about brushing my teeth because I usually, there's like a really low-key stain here, kind of permanently. I did really well tonight because I was like, I'm kind of bad at this, while I was doing it right down there. But anyway, it's nice. It's nice that we're all humans, We have these, we can share our tricks and tips with each other, get through life a little easier. But thank you so much for making me feel so welcome here in this space. What a cozy Saturday night. Yeah, this is the best. I'm so glad you know how you feel. It's one of the best things anybody could know. Everybody's got something like a compass, keeping us out of the places we don't want to go. Sorry to hear that I let you down. Sorry to know you were thinking I was was here, holding up high some idea you had about me. I get it, I get mad too, but I don't wanna go there anymore. I don't wanna go there anymore. I don't wanna go there anymore, so why would I? I had my reasons, like I was saying, everybody's got something like a compass, keeping us out of the places we don't want to go. Something tells me you know the feeling of open road, going anywhere you want. It's not a big deal, everybody loves freedom. I took the wheel and now I'm driving. I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore, so why would I? No, I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore. I don't want to go there anymore, so why would I? It's one of the best things anybody could know. Everybody's got something like a compass, keeping us out of the places we don't want to go. I'm so glad you know how you feel. It's one of the best things anybody could know. Everybody's got something like a compass, keeping us out of the places we don't want to go. I don't want to go there anymore. 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 Never dreamed I'd ask what I need now, that he could bear to watch. If I fall down and I don't come back out of the ocean laughing, he can love me to the blood, he can love me to the bone. But there's still some roads I gotta go alone, and there's still some nights I'm gonna be the only one crying. But I'm so happy knowing how much more I wanna give. I'm so happy knowing just how bad I want to live. It doesn't matter if my mind goes racing out ahead, only place for my heart. The very next step, only place for my hands is holding to the ground around me. I was lost from my body, even worse than I thought. Now I love her more than ever, yeah, she's all that I've got. And whatever she tells me she needs, that's what I'm doing. Oh, but I'm so happy knowing how much more I want to give. Yeah, and I'm so happy knowing just how bad I want to live. Here on my knees, on the wet red clay, death sings below in the ocean. Oh, you goats and angels, I'm not dying today. I'm not dying today. I'm much more I wanna give, and I'm so happy knowing just how bad I wanna live, just how bad I wanna live, just how bad I wanna live. Thank you. That song's like it's like a timestamp for me, or like it's like a bookmark in my life, because I had just survived this very scary storm on a backpacking trip in Hawaii, the Kalalau Trail. I went on the edge of the rainy season with my boyfriend Ethan, and we got caught in a storm coming back out. The way in was just beautiful. The way back out, we got caught in this storm, and there was red clay. The trail was hardly recognizable as a trail, just washed out. And it was, Ethan and I couldn't watch each other cross these sections of clay, because it was so possible that one of us would fall. And it was just like ocean down below. And I never, I'd like seen like nature documentaries and like, survival scenes and stuff, and I never thought I'd actually find myself in something that felt like that. And that visceral, full body feeling of like, okay, my mind and my body have to cooperate so fully to commit to being alive right now, and to not lose my balance, or not, it wasn't even all fully in my control, it was because there's just so little of a trail. We were following these mountain goats too, that were kind of showing us the way. And so all those images and all of that went into that song, so that I can always remember the feeling of being out at the other end of that, and not have apathy for waking up in the morning ever, and not lose that spirit of like how lucky I am to have been born in a body at all, to be here, and like all of you are definitely still alive. I see you. Like super, super vibrant room of people, so you're doing a great job. You're staying on this slick, muddy path, and you are hanging in there. Another fun layer to this story is that the person who told me about that trail and said I should go on this backpacking trip is Joel Timmons. Because we actually started out as adventure buddies rather than, musical collaborators. Joel and I moved to Nashville around the same time, and we were just kind of mutual admirers of each other's musical work and the different things we were involved in. And he really, really, really helped me in feeling like I wanted to get to touring again, and be back out here on the road after a whole other chapter with the Stray Birds. And he's just been such a rock solid companion out here in so many different settings, and great recommendations for hikes. And a couple years ago, Joel asked me if I'd consider producing his first ever solo record. And that's really a cool thing for him, because he's been a part of so many different musical projects for so many years, but he is a great songwriter and has many of his own songs, and can lead a band so well, and has a band called Soul Driven Train down in Charleston where he lives. And to be the producer is like, it's like the person who's like kind of behind the glass cheering everybody else on, like, you guys got it, like, or one more take, we're almost there. Just like, imagine some, I don't know, just kind of setting a scene and just trying to coach. It's like the coach of the whole thing, and that's a really fun place to be, to just sort of watch this magic rise up out of people. And we're super excited on this tour this weekend because Joel's first single from that record just came out yesterday. So it's a song that's it's a cover by an artist named Luke Bell, who is also of our generation and was living in Nashville when Joel and I both moved there, and he's a country singer, and he died really young. He passed away about 2 years ago, right? Maybe. And so this, for Joel to cover this song and kind of nod to Luke is really, really meaningful.
Yeah, it's called The Bullfighter. And we got to hear Luke sing it a few times himself there in Nashville, and we'll sing it for you tonight in his memory. I get loud when I get mad. I get tough when I get sad. I'll tangle with the horns like a Spaniard in the pit. And I'm here to play for blood, boys, and I'll be here till the end. For I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. Yes, I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen.
A tide went on tonight, and I'm mean enough to fight. I'm looking for the world to disagree. So sound the trumpet, folks, and grab your lances, friends, for I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen.
Yes, I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. You can try to crucify me, I don't care if you don't like me. I'll tell you I'll be waiting in my golden cape. And when the spit meets the dirt, boys, I'll greet you with a grin. For I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. Yes, I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. Some folks are getting tired. They get old and lose their fire. They find the grace of light to lean upon. But due to forces I, just as long as I live, for I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. Yes, I am the bravest bullfighter that ever dared the pen. Thank you. If you'd like to get that song, I would encourage you to find it on Bandcamp. There's a compilation right now of like 275 or so songs that have been donated by a slew of different artists. including myself and REM, and a lot of folks in between. But you can get that album for about $10, and all of the money is going to Beloved Asheville, which is an organization doing a lot of first responding housing and needs issues in Western North Carolina. So that's the spot to get it. You can get it on wherever, but that's my recommended choice. Bandcamp. It's called Caverns of Gold, that compilation.
When I get home, we'll go to the lake, watch the show on the water the sunset makes. It'll be a little too cold to swim. We can sit and think about summer coming. I'll throw skippers and you'll sniff logs. If it's one of those parks where they don't allow dogs, like old times, we won't read that sign. If no one sees us, there's no fine. I can go out as if that's where you'd go, as if that's where you'd be. Then I see that shadow leap across the bright white snow right in the middle of my heart, where I'm missing you the most. You're there forever, you're there right now, sleeping on the porch on the side of the house, stretched out laying in a long line. You must have turned into sunshine, big heart shining through black fur. You know love's not made for words, like you know love is never gone. Days pass away, the dogs run on, and I could go out looking in my memory, as if that's where you'd go, as if that's where you'd be. Then I see that shadow leap across the bright white snow right in the middle of my heart, where I'm missing you the most. As if that's where you'd go, as if that's where you'd be. Then I see that shadow leap across the bright white snow right in the middle of my heart, where I'm missing you. Wherever you are running now, wherever you go, you're in the middle of my heart, where I'm missing you the most. All right. We are going to play one more song and then it's intermission time. So it might be kind of long with the bathrooms, but I know Vermont people, getting a head start here. That's really, really smart. Vermont is like, you guys are a bright state. And it's really nice to be here. And the show is, so far I've remembered how to start my songs. I'm off to a good start. The sound is good. The sound is good. Sean is doing the sound tonight. Thank you, Sean. Last night I could have kept this between, us and Cafe Lena, but I want to tell you that I really struggled to start one of my own songs. I couldn't figure out the chords. I just kept, playing this A minor to an E minor, and I was like, it just doesn't sound right. And finally Joel taught it to me on stage. It was supposed to be a D minor to an A minor. And I just think it's important for people to know that. Like you can be, as Beth said, everybody coming through Burnham Hall is doing it for a living. You can be doing it for a living and mess up your own song. It's really okay. I was kind of hoping it was going to happen tonight, and maybe it will in the next set. I don't know, but it's just important. This is a new value for me in playing live, for real, because I have been in plenty of really uptight performance settings in my life where, if something goes, wrong, or, if there's, I don't know, it's just, this idea of, you bombed a performance or something. I don't know. It's a weird, it's, maybe that works for some people, but it's a kind of a culture that feels just, really not so human, and I think that what music is so human and ancient, we're just kind of gathered around the campfire together. And so I feel the more I get lucky enough to mess up in front of you, the more you might feel the courage to share music with other people. Because if you ever feel like you're gonna, unfortunately that's how those people at Cafe Lena feel now. They're so empowered. And I'm just, there's gonna be 60 folk singers coming out of Saratoga Springs. Look out. But
I think if you're curious, you can go on the Cafe Lena website and still watch the show.
there's a live stream. Yeah,
so
that's true. For the next 2 weeks, you can watch me. You can watch me.
See if you can tell when it happens.
Oh, it's clear. Anyway, I don't want to assume too much, but I'm pretty sure I know this next one. It's one that I wrote with my friend Caitlin Canty, and she's here tonight. I'll just call her out. She's a Vermonter. What are the odds of getting even? What is the cost of dreaming? I've carried a cross of believing, asking God for a reason. I counted the days I waited, shuffling cards, cleaning tables. If I got a heart, I gotta play it. I only feel it when it's racing. Come morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds of getting even. And there's this field, I gotta find it. There's this horse running wild. Every night I run beside it. Someday I'm gonna ride it out in the air, out in the moonlight. flash in the back of my mind, placing your bets, watching the mud fly, rolling your dice back on the sidelines. Come the morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds of getting even. Showing, but the cracks will keep on growing. And I hear they don't let no one bring a grudge where I'm going. I don't have time for crying. I might be falling or flying. I might be water or lightning when I watch the gold sunrise. Come the morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds up. Come the morning, I'll be leaving. It's too late in the evening to play the odds up. Getting even. Can't you feel the ground turning? Can't you feel the hours burning? Oh, your eyes are getting even. Will no longer be my burden. Will no longer be my burden.
Loving Joel and Maya playing, and let's bring them back out here, if she's here. Fare you well, my honey. Fare you well, my only true one. All the birds that were singing are flown
except you alone. Gonna leave this broke down palace on my hands and my knees. I will roll, 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 make myself a bed by the waterside. In my time, I will roll, roll, roll. I will in a bed by the waterside. I will lay my head, listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul.
River, river, take me, sing me sweet and sleepy. Sing me sweet and sleepy all the way back home. It's a bygone melody sung many years ago. Mama, mama, many worlds I've known since I first left home. I'm going home by the waterside. I will rest my bones, listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul.
Gonna plant a weeping willow with the banks green, green as it will grow, grow, grow. Sing a lullaby beside the waters. Lovers come and go, the river will roll, roll, roll. Fare you well, fare you well, I love you more than words can tell. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul. Listen to the river sing sweet songs to rock my soul.
Let's do magazine.
There was a child at the reins. She wrecked her pony in a dream. Nobody tried to save her. She died alone at the scene. They laid her body on the table. They gave her soul to a man in the sky, and they gave her legs to a magazine. When she woke up, she was inside a mirror, looking out with eyes she didn't know. And all around her, silhouettes tripping uphill, and and high heels in the snow. She saw her heart in the shape of a diamond. She saw her body in the hands of a man, and she saw her legs in a magazine. And she heard talk of places too dangerous to go, as if walking was some secret too dangerous to know. She's found her body on the shelf beside some souvenirs and chocolates. She reached to hold it, but it broke to pieces. They tried to make her buy it. They say she cut right through the camera. They say she got up off her knees and she ran right off the page of the magazine. Yeah, she ran right off the page of the magazine. What I need now is less talking about the past, more letting the moon knock me back, and just watching the whole sky change. What I need now is less worry about the future and more letting the music move me, and just watching the candle burn. I need less of holding myself to the fire, unless it's the real one I'm building inside. I need more time just to water desire. I need more mornings with you outside. What I need now is less letting the darkness haunt me, and more knowing it's part of belonging, and just watching the whole sky change. less of the story that wasn't meant for me, and more of the turning the page. I need less of the standing right here in the only moment, and somehow still looking away. I need less of the wondering if I am ready, and more of the turning to face the sound of all of the promises this world is already keeping, without ever writing them down. What I need now, what I need now. What I need now is less letting the darkness haunt me, and more knowing it's part of belonging, and just watching the whole sky change. Did you have a good break? Good. I got to meet Christy in the bathroom. That's who's putting us up tonight. So that was really nice, because now I can recognize her after the show, and we'll know where to sleep. Thank you, Christy. And thank you, Beth, for thinking to find a host for us. That is really, really helpful. So we're looking forward to that. Thank you very much for, I don't know, just those are the kind of behind the scenes parts of this life on the road that, it's really nice to be, it's really nice that Beth's thought in how to present this extends to those, those parts beyond the show. She cooked us like an amazing dinner. That's huge. We were eating it. I was like, I wish every night could be like this. Seriously. And, I guess I must have met Beth, maybe it was 2012 when the Stray Birds played at the Ripton Coffee House. So, like over a decade ago. And we had just started that band, and it was, I think, Beth did her magic and she got a packed room of people. And we were probably like, this is great. We should do this in every town in America. And unfortunately, it's not always as easy as when you're doing a show with Beth. But it sure was a great night then. And it's I'm so surprised to see a couple good friends here. Scott and Robin are like, they drove up from Pennsylvania. I know that's where I grew up. That's where I'm from. And unfortunately, I'm not registered to vote there anymore. I haven't lived there in a long time. But I did vote. I did early vote in Tennessee, and it really matters for some local stuff there, especially. But Scott and Robin, I don't think there are any people on this planet who have seen me perform more than Scott and Robin. And they surprise me a couple times a year by just showing up out of state at some some show. They were at a bed and breakfast in Ohio one time that we played, and there they were, just sitting there out in the barn, ready for the music. And it's an extra special surprise to see you here, and I'm glad you get to experience the delight of a Beth Duquette produced show tonight. And so we'll play a song that I used to sing so often with the Stray Birds, and it's just so nice when you know, like after a breakup, you can still be friends with the people, and it's also nice when after a breakup you can be friends with the people who were friends with you, and it's nice after a breakup when, especially of a band, that there are fans like Scott and Robin who are curious and compassionate to see what you're going to do next. And I'm so glad that they've continued to come to my shows, because that means a lot. It's a really scary thing to start playing on your own. So I really appreciate you both. Nothing, my friend, is harder to leave than the sound of a town with ambition up its sleeve. This is my main street, my red neon sign. I'm just another record shop hanging on the vine. I walk like I've been kneeling on these rolling stones. The doctor tells me he can hear the Beatles in my bones. You never know the gold you can find out there till you put the needle down and do some digging in the air. Well, 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 all I see is all I tell. I never met a stranger to the bottom of the well. If the body is a temple, the soul is a bell. That's why music is the best medicine I sell. Now I'm slowing down, but time, she just flies. The crows have come to land on the corners of my eyes, but I have seen beauty that has no name, like where the moon meets the river, where the river meets the rain. Well, 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 all I see is all I tell. I never met a stranger to the bottom of the well. If the body is a temple, the soul is a bell. That's why music is the best medicine I sell. Soul is a bell, that's why music is the best medicine I sell. Well, well, all I see is all I tell. I never met a stranger to the bottom of the well. If the body is a temple, the soul is a bell, that's why music is the best medicine I sell. Go tell love you want to see her papers. You want to see her papers. You want to see her papers. Go tell love you want to see her papers, and then go tell a bird about the land of the free. Go tell love she's in the wrong body. She's in the wrong body. She's in the wrong body. Go tell love she's in the wrong body, and go tell a bird about the land of the free. Go tell a bird about the land of the free. Go tell love she's in the wrong country. She's in the wrong country. She's in the wrong country. Go tell love she's in the wrong country, and go tell a bird about the land of the free. Go tell a bird about the land of the free. I was touring in Northern Europe in January. I was in Norway and Sweden and Denmark, and I remember that, well, when you're touring, there's usually just kind of there's room for like one strong memory, maybe, one association with every town or every show, and maybe just like one person who really, really leaves an impression, or something going on in the town that day that sticks with you. And because it's never like a museum or something. It's always just like the people at the show. That's what that's what we're here for, and that's where we spend most of our time, is in whatever building the show is. And so I have this really strong memory of being in Copenhagen in January, and everybody was buzzing at the show because they had just got a new king in Denmark that day. And the big news was that the king cried when he was crowned. And I just thought that's so interesting, because like anywhere in the world, when a man cries, everyone's just buzzing about it. And so that's something I'll always associate with this song now. This one's called Baby Elephants, and this was a request tonight, and it's about the ways we're conditioned when we're children and trying to break free of that, I feel so lucky as a girl sometimes that I was allowed to cry, and I was even encouraged to. And I think about the man I met out in the southwestern desert. He was living on mushrooms and sun. He must have been as tall as a barbed wire fence before he felt love from anyone. He said his father was a cruel man and his own mother hated him, probably just for being a man. Oh, animal to animal, we all get scared. We try to hide it any way we can. We try to hide it any way we can. Baby elephants get tied to a rope too thick for a baby to break. And they're ready when it's clear they've given up on ever getting away. And then grown-up elephants, they never test the rope. Imagine living with 7 tons of strength you've never known. Imagine living with strength you've never known. Said he was headed for nowhere and happy to be there, and there's good space to do that out west. He said crying at night, it felt just like getting an elephant off his chest. Sometimes it's just too much like looking inside us to look in each other's eyes. Desire and fear, they all live right in here. You can usually tell who drives. You can usually tell who drives. Baby elephants get tied to it's clear they've given up on ever getting away. And then grown-up elephants, they never test the road. Imagine living with 7 tons of strength you've never known. Imagine living with strength you've never known. If you ever meet a man out in the southwestern desert with a river in the corner of his eye, you won't forget it's precious finding water in the desert, and you won't forget the color of the sky. You won't forget the color of the sky. Side of the road, I slowed down, you're knocking on the windows, you climb inside, back beside, you're shouting at the lights like a backseat driver. The woman I was, my old friend, I'm glad to look you in the eyes again. Rolling out of bed like a run-down sundown, waiting on a train like a burned-out ghost town. You can come along for the ride if you want to, but I don't do things the way I used to. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay for love. Would you give it a rest? Just listen to yourself. Would you talk that way to anybody else? You and I have differences. On this side, love is tenderness. But you can come along for the ride if you want to. But I don't do things the way I used to. That was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay for love. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay. There was something else, I don't know what it was. No pain is not some rent you pay for love. Thank you. Well, do you guys have any idea what time this set started? I don't ask trees. Oh, wow. You know what? Let's try it. I've never played it on guitar. I wrote it on banjo. This will be cool. Let's see. I think it's in C. Trying to decide if I should play it in the open thing or go up to. See, this is C, but this is also C. If I go like this, it's a G shape, but the chord is also C. It's because of this fancy little guy. You guitar players all knew that. But let's try it. When I see you fly so free and far, for me, he said, it's just too hard. How I cried that night when I clipped my wings, so he could be there when I sing. I was a dreamer, I was a girl. All the ways we try to love in this world. I got as small as he asked me to, like it was what I had to do. I don't ask trees why they need so much time to grow. I don't ask hearts why they need so much time to know. I hid my tears, I did my best. Didn't know I got that lost, I guess. In all those years, there was no home like flying on the air alone. I didn't tell you when I knew I could. I didn't leave him when I knew I should. When the sky was copper and full of birds, I heard their song and I knew the words. I don't ask trees why they need so much time to grow. I don't ask hearts why they need so much time to know. why they need so much time to know. Thank you for the request. Yeah, that's neat. Thank you. Thanks, Christine. Now we should add that one to the set. That feels nice. You know, I wrote that one on banjo, and I would have brought it, but I only have 2 arms, and it's really tough as it is to get everything loaded on to the airplane. I flew up here for this little weekend, and I wanted to bring the fiddle too. I even sent a stage plot. It's like a drawing that you send ahead of time to the person who's doing sound. So I sent this little drawing to Sean, and I asked for a little stand to hang my fiddle on. And then I had to send him an email today, and I was like, I couldn't fit the fiddle. It didn't work in my pack. So if any of you ever want to, do a trip to Nashville, you could talk to me, and maybe we could work out, you fly to Nashville, and then you could, maybe I could fly you to the next place, and you could just kind of carry my fiddle onto the plane, or my banjo, your choice. And then, we could do a whole little thing. We could do a whole trip. I'm open to these kinds of things. I am my own manager, so, it's nice to be able to make those kinds of invitations. All right. I think we have time for one more song. It feels about right. Let's see. Why don't we do Stacy? Is that right? One more? Let's do this one. It'll be a lot easier. All right. Thanks so much for being here and for sticking around till the end. I am going to come out there and say hello to anyone who'd like to say hello. And yeah, we're playing in Northampton tomorrow, so if you got any buddies down there, just send them out to the show. This is a special song for me that we're going to play. So after that chapter when I was playing in the Stray Birds, and I kind of, we played at Ripton Coffee House and thought kind of all right, our life is set. This is what we do. We play coffee houses around the country as the Stray Birds. And it was my first real job was being in that band. And I did it for 7 years, and just touring year round. And then it was just not the right thing for me to continue to do for the rest of my life. And we parted ways, and I wanted time away from music. I was writing a lot, but I just didn't have it in me to try to continue to travel at that time. It was just, I needed a break. I needed to sleep into my own bed, and I needed a job that had more rules than the music industry. I needed to clock in and clock out. That was so fun. My day is done. No, I cannot stack those cups. No, I cannot stack those venti cups for your Frappuccino at Starbucks. I just clocked out, because I worked at Starbucks next. that's what I was excited about doing, was making some pumpkin spice lattes. And getting to wear those cool headsets in the drive-through window. And I was the voice, if you pulled up at Metro Center Starbucks in the summer of 2018, into the fall of 2018 and beyond. That's what I was doing for a while. That's what I was doing when my first solo record came out. A couple of my barista friends came over for a listening party at my house. So it took me a while to kind of like feel back in my body, you know, and like wanting to be out here and tour again. That was the first Starbucks. Then I got to another Starbucks in Nashville, Nipper's Corner in the south part of town. And that was a cool spot because it didn't have a drive-through. So that kind of like kept the focus more on, you know, the customers who were really present in the cafe. And we had a lot of regulars. You know, I always kind of thought like that working at a Starbucks might feel like, I don't know, like different than another coffee shop or something, but it's like, for a lot of people, it is their local coffee shop in some parts of the country. And so we had regulars coming in. We had this man who would come in with his sketchbook, and he'd sit in the back corner and just draw like for hours every day. I don't really know like what his story was, but that's what he would do. And there was a rule, like if any homeless person comes in, you know, you give them the water they need, kind of give them what they need. And so we met lots of interesting people. And one of my coworkers at Nipper's Corner, she's still there. She's a shift manager. Her name's Stacy, and so she's an opener, which is a different thing than in music. In music, that's opening up for the next band that's about to come out. That's what I did for Fruition on the West Coast last week. But Stacy's an opener at the Nipper's Corner Starbucks, so she gets there at 4 a.m. to open up the store. And so sometimes I'd work that morning shift with her, and seeing her joy and the way she would connect with people, like that was her job, was to connect with people. It was not to make lattes. And I was so inspired by her. And she made sure it was everybody's business to know that her favorite outfit was her wedding dress. And she had pictures of wearing it to the grocery store. Unfortunately, it was not Starbucks dress code, so she couldn't wear that to work, but I know that she would. She'd wear it to the doctor's office, take her kids to the doctor. She's like, "This is my favorite outfit. I feel so good. Everybody should just wear their favorite outfit all the time, and mine happens to be my wedding dress." So it's how I go about my life. So then she'd send me over, you know, to my next station. Like, I didn't really like to do dishes in the back room because then I couldn't be a part of the conversations and the fun cafe conversations. So I really wanted to do the oven, because you can kind of like split your brain into all these different parts when you're putting the egg white bites in the bags. You're like, you can be writing a song and handing out egg white bites, and every so often being like, "Larry, egg white bites for Larry." So I was over there and at the oven one day, and I started writing this one, inspired by my coworker Stacy, and it's so cool that I've gotten to play it for her. Like, I surprised her with it. She came out to a show in Nashville, this tiny little spot called the Bowery Vault. That's actually a vintage clothing store with a little stage. And she was just sitting right over here, and I got to surprise her with this song one night. So thanks again for coming to this show. If you ever get to Nipper's Corner on a Monday, you'll find a box of love letters waiting on the bar. People need coffee, but sometimes just the company. And if you want a brighter world, you've got to write the part. She's got her eyes peeled for rare coins and $2 bills. She won't need them, but the tooth fairy will. And she's breaking down boxes till she's got enough to build a cardboard castle on a living room hill. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever gives you wings right now. Stacy pays bills in her wedding gown. And if she's not wearing dark lipstick today, must have been the baby who was keeping her awake. There's a late rush on Sundays, she'll be catching up soon. She's just pumping for her baby on her break in the back room. But at 4 in the morning she was climbing on the roof of her black Ford Fiesta, taking pictures of the moon. The parking lot is empty, she's got nothing to prove. She's just reaching out for beauty like all artists do. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever makes you float across the ground. Stacy folds laundry in her wedding gown. On the south side of a music town, Stacy in her wedding gown. On the south side of a music town, Stacy in her wedding gown. Stay fierce, stay kind. Don't let the world get the best of your mind. It helps to wear whatever gives you wings right now. Stacy pays bills in her wedding gown. Stacy folds laundry in her wedding gown. Stacy goes to drive-in movies in her wedding gown.
Thank you so much,
It's Maya Vitry.
Joel Timmons.
do they know their way around? Anyway, I hold this old map, the roads are upside down. And somebody says there's a back road, somebody says there's a highway. Somebody says I just keep on walking till I feel the sunshine. How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning without my baby? All these signs on the city streets and none of them show me the way. Anyway, I turn, there's a dark dead end since my baby went away. Somebody says there's a back road, somebody says there's a highway. Somebody says I just keep on walking till I feel the sunshine. How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning without my baby? To the morning, how do I get to the morning without my baby? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning without my baby? Yeah, yeah, to the morning. How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning? How do I get to the morning without my baby? Thank you.